Brianna Razzante.
You would have seen me running if you had taken the, come back. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. As President Helmer said, my name is Brianna Razzante. I studied early childhood education, as I've talked with many of you about, and I was fortunate enough to have learned from such wonderful and amazing professors and staff here at BW. It's just truly incredible. Like President Helmer was mentioning before, I just crossed the stage along with over 600 students this past weekend on Mother's Day, and it was an incredible day that was filled with celebration, achievements, acknowledgments, memories, family and friends, and faculty and staff here at BW. It was one of those days that I know I will truly cherish forever, and I know I'm just going to hold it so close to my heart, as I'm sure many of you can remember what that feels like. As I walked across the stage, there were three things that were in my sightline. One of them was my family, which is a huge support system to me. Another was the fellow members of my BW community. And then another one was this incredible symbol that I've learned so much about over my time here, and that's the ring of ribbons over here to your left. I'm sure many of you can relate, but as the day went on graduation, I became very reflective. I started to realize that I wasn't just leaving school, I was leaving a place that, just like many of you have called before, I called home. It seems like that at every major life event, such as graduation, time seems to slow down just enough to make you stop and think and reminisce on your experiences and about what is happening in your life in that very moment and how you got to that point. I began to think about the steps about how I got to be at Baldwin-Wallace, and I thought about high school. I was in drama club in high school. I was really involved and active, and I had an advisor who happened to be an alumni of Baldwin-Wallace, and she happened to mention it to me one day in passing that I should stop by and check out the school and get to know it, and I said, all right, well, I really don't know where I'm going right now, so I might as well give it a shot. As you can see, it turned out pretty well. I fell in love the first day I got here, even though it was raining, hailing, and I'm pretty sure on the edge of snow, but that's Cleveland for you. I realized that day that I had found exactly what I had been looking for that whole time. I had found a place that, just like everybody that you've talked to here has said, I had found a community, I had found a family, and I had found a place that I could really call my home. As I started my journey here at Baldwin-Wallace, I began to come in contact with people that completely made my experience here what it was. I was introduced to faculty and staff members, peers, advisors, alumni, and fellow students, and I didn't realize it then, but I was becoming a part of something much bigger than myself. I was joining the Yellow Jacket community. As a first-year student here, I really didn't understand the significance of this ring that we have here. I saw ribbons on a circle, and I knew it was a representation of Baldwin-Wallace, but that's about it. I learned very quickly that this ring was much more than just ribbons tied next to each other. I learned that this ring stood for unity. It was started 100 years ago this year with the merger of Baldwin University and German Wallace College, and it was used as a symbol to show that we came together as one and we would stay together as one. Now that I'm a recent graduate, I see this amazing symbol in a completely different light. And it truly is an honor today to say that I am a part of this circle, the ring of ribbons and the legacy that we have here at BW. When I look at this ring, I see so much. I see my professors, I see May Day, or as it's called today, April Rain. I see late nights spent with friends. I see athletes, musicians, scientists, teachers, actors, actresses, doctors, lawyers, veterans. I see a family. When I look at the ring of ribbons, I see a legacy. A legacy that I was very fortunate and lucky enough to experience during my time here, and a legacy that I hope I have only left a part of behind as I go forward wherever life takes me next. Because the legacy that I see, that I have experienced, and that I feel every single time I step on this campus is uncomparable and untouchable and truly amazing. Baldwin-Wallace is not just a school, it's a community. And the reason that we have welcomed so many students into this ring of ribbons over the years is because of that legacy of acceptance that was established by you, the graduates of Baldwin-Wallace, the current alumni, and to our founders of this established university. Our school has always been ahead of its time, and all of that is because of the people here who made it that way. BW is the accepting, welcoming, loving, and incredible place it is today because of the people that have poured their hearts and souls into standing by BW and all of its values. Take a minute for me and just think about this community that we are a part of. Let me see if you can answer these questions. This is a little rhetorical quiz for you. Who was on the cover of Time magazine in 2010? Who was voted Best Actor in 2005? Okay, you had those. Now tell me the answer to this question. Who was your favorite professor at BW? Who had the most meaningful impact on your time here? Who was your roommate sophomore year? Who was the president of Baldwin Wallace in 1965? Did you get those answers right? I knew you would. This place, this home of ours, where all of those professors, those peers, those other BW members who just popped into your head, where your fraternity brothers, your sorority sisters, your fellow athletes, your scholars, leaders, musicians, here is where that legacy lives today and has made a difference. Each and every one of you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, has made a difference to me, to the students that are at BW now, and to the students that will be at BW in 50 years from now. How lucky are we to have a place that makes leaving so hard? We're just so fortunate. Not everyone gets that experience or feels like they are a part of a community the way that we do at Baldwin Wallace. But here, with this ring of ribbons, this legacy, it's simply timeless. And this ring represents all that Baldwin Wallace has been, all that Baldwin Wallace is today, and all that Baldwin Wallace will continue to be. There is a reason you were able to remember all of those important people from your time here at BW. The legacy that we leave may seem like it's just a part of the past, but I'm here to tell you today that it is alive and well, and BW would not be the same, and we would not be where we are today without each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being a part of this amazing and timeless ring of ribbons and setting a legacy and example of acceptance, love, family, and support. We are forever Yellow Jackets together, and it is an honor to be a part of such an amazing community with each and every one of you, and I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.